What's up guys? So today we'll be talking about the iPhone 18 Pro rumors. Now this device is coming out in September, another 4 months away, but we already have a lot of leaks for it of the potential changes in the phone. Now we'll start with the design first because the design of this is pretty similar to the iPhone 17 Pros. This is what I have right here. Just like this, it will have a thicker chassis though because of a bigger battery life obviously, but otherwise the plateau and the aluminum frame, everything's same. But what it also have is a more unified experience in the back because currently you can see the glass panel and the aluminum frame is not matching. As you can see, the color, this is too white and this is gray. Same with the orange iPhones or the blue iPhones. The color is not that similar, which means that they'll kind of unify this and make it more aesthetic. That's one rumor that we have for the design of the iPhone. Other than that, everything's gonna be the same. Now, another rumor we have is about the display, which is this under display face ID sensor that will make a small dynamic island. Now you can see over here, this is a dynamic island usual size. From the 14 Pro onwards, it's the same. But in the 18 Pro series, it will be much smaller because of the under display sensors. So yes, that would be a possibility. Functions will be the same, but that's what we can expect. Other than that, the display size exactly the same, 6.3 and 6.9 inches for the Pro and the Pro Max. Nothing different from that. We can also expect the LTPO Plus OLED display on this device compared to the current LTPO because that will make it more efficient and give it more control over the brightness depending on the environment. That's pretty good. Now talking about the processing power, it will have the 820 Pro chipset, which will be a 2nm processor, really efficient compared to the current 3nm ones, and honestly that would be a big upgrade to the processor lineup because that will make it more efficient and more powerful. It will give it like a 20% boost also. That will be pretty good, so in gaming and other tasks that will be a lot better. This device will also have a C2 modem made by Apple because currently they use Qualcomm modems in all of their iPhone Pro lineup. But last year when they launched the iPhone 16e, they got the C1 modem. And when they launched the iPhone Air, they launched the C1X modem. So that was a bit different compared to the Qualcomm modems as they launched their own modem for the first time. And that will be applied even to this because they'll have a C2 modem. That will be a much more faster and improved modem that will be better for cellular connectivity, and it will replace Qualcomm's thing so Apple can make its own in-house. Now as far as the camera is concerned, well, we'll have a Samsung made sensor this time because Samsung is reportedly working on a new type of sensor for the iPhone 18 Pro series, and they'll shift from Sony completely from this, as last year and the previous year they used Sony cameras. Now they're shifting to Samsung. This will potentially make it better in the low light environments and reduce the noise also, so that will be pretty good. Now we also have one more rumor for the camera, which will be really good for professionals because this finally might have variable aperture. Now, if you don't know what that is, well, you know how DSLR cameras have this closing and opening thing in the camera where it just opens up to capture light and then it closes. You can control that depending on how much light you want inside the sensor. Now finally the iPhones will also have that same kind of control, so you can control the amount of light you need, and that will make it more of a professional camera and professionals can use this for filmmaking or other kind of professional stuff. So that's pretty good for this iPhone. Now, one more thing is not confirmed, but we might see 5G satellite because currently they have been working on some kind of technology to develop this 5G satellite thing that will give this messaging connectivity. Like how they have on the Apple Watch Ultras, the same way they're planning to do something like this. But I don't know if it's confirmed, but even if it comes out, it will most likely only be in the US for starting because that's how they do most of their features. But we don't know, we might see this, we might not see it, it depends, but it's a possibility. Now also, for those of you who remember the camera control launch with the iPhone 16 series, well, people did not like it that much because it was not that useful and it was just an extra button. Like no one really used it that much. However, I personally use this button not to switch the aperture or the portrait depth effect or to zoom in, zoom out, nothing like that. Just to open the camera and click a photo or a video. That's literally it. So that's what Apple is doing right now. With the iPhone 18 series, they'll keep the button, but they'll make it more simplified. Like it'll just be a button you can press, a physical button, no more haptics, just a button you can press and it just opens the camera, click a photo, take a video, that's literally it. No more zooming in or changing photographic style, nothing like that because most people don't even use that feature. So that will be pretty good and it will make it more simplified, it will make it more easier for people to use. Now the last rumor is the color because This will come with 4 different colors. The first one is going to be the silver one, exactly the same, nothing different from this. But the 3 other ones are going to be totally different compared to the current lineup. The first one will be this dark gray one, which will be a sort of a black color, because people obviously wanted an iPhone 17 Pro in the black color, but it did not come out. So the 18 Pro will come out with that. That will be pretty good. Then it'll also have a light blue one. It will be not similar to the iPhone 13, but a bit more darker because of the aluminum chassis. But it will be something like a light blue, a sky blue finish. And the last one is this new dark cherry. That will be the main highlight color of this, like just how the orange was for the iPhone 17 Pro series. Because the dark cherry will have this sort of a maroonish or a burgundy color look, which will make it more seamless and aesthetic. So yes, people will definitely buy that. But yeah, that's it for the iPhone 18 Pro rumors. This is all we can expect. Coming out in 4 months, in September exactly. And once it's out, I'll cover the whole device and show you how it is, what are the new features, and everything. So do follow for that. And if you like this video, do leave a like below. And see you next time. Bye.